I'm here at Mid-Valley MEGAMALL and I'm looking for Nalé The Nasi Lemak company in search of the best Nasi Lemak. Wait, Eldrick, a shopping mall? I thought we were looking for real Nasi Lemaks. Okay, let me explain. Actually no, why do I need to explain? You were the one that suggested this. Nalé, or is it Nalé, probably short for Nasi Lemak, promises a Nasi Lemak experience that is, and I quote, the best in the world. It then follows that they allegedly have the most expensive Nasi Lemak in Kuala Lumpur. And to power on the sell, this outlet here in Mid-Valley MEGAMALL has a rating of 4.7 on Google of over 1,000 reviews. And their other one at Pavilion Damansara Heights has a 4.9. That is crazy in an area where everyone thinks themselves a little bit of a Nasi Lemak expert. For example, do you think any chicken rice place can score that well in Singapore? Also, I did some online vetting and their food does look good on IG. But then again, it's IG. You must be a real genius to make food look bad on IG. So anyway, let's find out if it's Nalé or Nap. You can't say that, Eldrick. Let's get it, guys. Hey! Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoy the content, the best way to support me is what you are doing right now, giving me the video watch time. All of the reviews in this series are strictly unsponsored. If I don't pay for it, I won't talk about it, which means that I have to make money in other ways. Please consider joining as a member of the channel if you can afford to do so, or subscribe if you haven't already. Your support is much appreciated. And now back to the video. Okay, so I'm looking straight at it. Page 1. Nasi Lemak Wagyu Bakar. And you might think that this is just a gimmick, right? You know, you add a steak, hike up the price point, sell some headlines. But no! Remember back in the Best Steak series, I told y'all that the best side for steak, right, especially a very fatty steak, is rice. No fries, mashed potatoes, roasted potatoes can soak up the beef fat as effectively as rice. And now you add Nasi Lemak to it. I have high hopes that this is not just a farce. And they have like 6? How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sambals. The sale is actually insane and their side game, Ayam Bakar, beef ribs, Ayam Goreng, lamb shank. We shall not overorder. Nobody overorder, okay? They do the scan thing, so give me a sec. Not gonna lie, their sides game looks crazy. But we have to start with the rice only. Give this a go. You can't miss it. You can't miss. Warm rice, borderline hot, and again it's this texture. This really nice, bouncy, squishy texture. The profile is very orthodox. It just tastes like textbook Nasi Lemak. I don't believe there's any improvisation, but freaking delicious. On top of that, it comes with a platter of 3 different sambals. Okay, 2 sambals. The first one, this brown one is called Nalé sauce. It's their signature sauce. And then we have Sambal Hijau, which is sambal made with green chilies, and Sambal Merah, which is sambal made with red chilies. The sides also come with the options of these sauces. Let's try it with the rice. I'm most curious about their signature sauce. Very mayonnaise-y sauce. Wow, okay. That is so clever and well calibrated. Their Nalé sauce is as though you took a rempa and coconut and made it into a tartar sauce. Oh, this is a killer sauce. Okay, we stop. I'm running out of rice. Sambal Hijau. Ooh, the sourness and bitterness of the green chili is so forward. And the taste is so nuanced that I feel like there must have been some sort of fermentation or aging going on. Or at least pickling. I'm legit done with my rice. I left 1 scoop left for my Sambal Merah. And I haven't tried the beef. Sambal Merah. This taste. Wow. This is such a friendly sambal. This reminds me of the one from Park Mandor. Like the combination of tamarind and caramelized onions, right? Not really caramelized, like cooked down onions, right? It's making me think that there's tomato inside. But nobody adds tomato to sambal, right? You would think that this is very spicy, but this is so friendly. Let's finally get to the headliner, right? Serving Wagyu with Nasi Lemak. Really tender and good crust on the outside. decent-ish quality. Obviously a sirloin with the fat cap. Doesn't seem like the bottom is lean enough to be a picanha, but definitely Australian. There's next to no character to it, but really beautiful crust though. The steak is not important. The part that is important is the beef juices getting onto the nasi lemak, which is this mouthful of rice right here. Not a lot of impact. Even when drenched with the beef juices, the coconut flavor still stands out, which is really impressive. I don't know whether it's impressive or not impressive. Like, what's happening? The steak is probably a MBS 4 or 5. It's cooked really well, but it does not synchronize. The coconut flavor of the rice and the beef fat flavor is conflicting. I mean, sure, you can put the Nalé sauce and all is good in the world, but if you're talking about strictly steak and nasi lemak, does not gel. Not that it tastes bad, but I'll definitely prefer my steak with white rice. Give them more space for the beef fat to spill out. Okay, let's move on to the sides. Lamb shank with Sambal Merah. I don't suppose you eat a lamb shank like this, right? Anyone here to judge me? Yes, lamb shank is a bit of a forgiving cut to cook, but this is blackened on the outside. Blackened, so daring. And then powered on with the Sambal Merah. Could be a little bit more tender, but okay. Go next. We have Kambing Bakar with Sambal Hijau. When they serve this, I totally thought it's steak. Wait, it's steak, isn't it? This fat layer? This is awkward. They serve me another steak. This is not lamb. The salmon is so darkened. They aren't playing back there. They have a serious grill going back there. Oh, their Gulai sauce, whatever that means. It tastes like green curry sauce. It goes really, really well with salmon. It's very, really nice. And lastly, the Ayam Goreng. Served with the Nalé sauce. Decent. The other sides did so well that normally fried chicken just pales in comparison. Alright, all done. I need me a long while before I come back online. So give me a while and I'll see you guys soon. Recap. The rice was so unremarkably good. I have no remarks. Like if a cooking school needed a template for their students to learn Nasi Lemak, this would be the one. It's so OG, solid, and warm. So it is reasonable. We have proven it again. And then next, I love the sambals. Having a variety of sambal to go with the solid rice, right, is so fun. It's so nice. The Nalé sauce was genius. The Nalé sauce belongs anywhere. With rice, with a sandwich. Turning coconut and rampa into like a cream mayonnaise based sauce. Really, really smart. And not just smart, it's not easy to do. If like I just described it as turning rampa and coconut into a cream based sauce, right? Some of you might go like, ugh, how does that work? But they balanced it perfectly. Sambal Hijau and Sambal Merah are both good. And then the sides. Oh, I'm just gonna generalize it as they all have their different appeal depending on which is the protein that you want for that day. The more interesting one to comment about is the steak. It's a decent steak, but it didn't synergize. The difference between the steak and the other stuff like the lamb shank, the salmon even, is that in these dishes, right, coconut sits really well as compared to like a pan-seared steak that doesn't belong. You may argue that a pan-seared steak can, fit anywhere. It's just such a acceptable flavor, which you can be right. But to me, I much prefer the dishes that belong in the same family. 1 plate I'll walk for the Nasi Lemak, 2 plates I'll take a bus for the Nasi Lemak, and 3 plates I'll go anywhere in Kuala Lumpur for the Nasi Lemak. And Nala is 3 plates. You might be deceived by the fact that they are in a shopping mall, that they have comfortable seating, that they are so modernized, they even have QR codes for ordering. They can't possibly be serving something authentic, right? But you'll be wrong. If I remove their presentation and their nice plates, their recipes are indiscernible from the authentic ones. I think it's great what they are doing. taking OG recipes and elevating them, both in terms of the experience and the taste, in a non-gimmicky way. Which brings me to the real reason why I wanted to cover Nalé. I suspect that some of you might be travelling with your missus, who might get angry because there is a sun, or your kids who will spontaneously start a riot, or are simply travelling with people who aren't so willing to go to the back alley just to eat Nasi Lemak. Having a place like Nalé in your itinerary should prove useful. They're also on Grab, by the way, if you really cannot fit them into your itinerary. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys this time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!